two, one.
Yo, what's up? What's up? It's the Hungry Millennial back with another proactive pragmatism. On this episode, I want to reference the quote by Deion Sanders: "If you play good, they pay good." So I I take this quote very literal. Um, as some of you may or may not know, um, Deion Sanders was one of the greatest NFL players of all time. Um, and when he played good, they paid good. But you might wonder, how does this apply to me? Okay, here's here's the application. First, you want to gain some experience, um, experience in different fields. Um, one thing that one thing that experience is going to do for you, it's going to expand your horizons and get you a magnitude of different skills, so that way you can be more effective in the work world, or if you want to be an entrepreneur, or whatever you want to do. If you want to be a good parent, being well rounded is going to help. For instance, I back in the day in high school, I used to work at McDonald's. Well, those food service skills transferred into me being a general manager. And also with my military experience, I learned discipline. I learned how to adhere to a standard. And so when I was a training manager, um, it helped out because I was able to create systems inside of the system to help other people learn and become better. And so when I had mastered my craft as being a training manager, there was an opportunity for me to step up to being a general manager. Um, but they had saw the skills and the my ability to execute at a high level, and that's what set me up for success. Because that execution, they were like, this person is a go-getter, and right now we need somebody to come in and turn this around. I'd already made small steps, a part of that organization to help turn that store around. But when it was time for me to come off the bench, one of my favorite players is Lou Williams. He plays for the Clippers, and he's been six man of the year multiple times. But when he's called upon, he executes at a high level. For somebody that comes off a bench, he drops an awful lot of points and an awful lot of assists. We talking about coming off the bench and dropping 25 points per game, which is, I mean, it's phenomenal. But if you want to be phenomenal, you got to gain that experience. Also, we got to get to a point where we stop complaining about our job not giving us benefits. Nobody's coming to save you. I was talking to some friends on Facebook, and they were basically talking about how people are offering them benefits. Well, that means, my friend, go and find a job and get some job experience and put yourself in a position to gain job experience. Start looking at the playing field differently. Maybe you were a dancer. If you were a dancer, that means you understand somewhat what comes into the production field, producing, different ballets and different things of that nature, right? So maybe you don't dance anymore. Maybe you go and try to produce. Maybe you go and try to teach. And Robert Greene's Mastery, he talks about many times, we get so caught up inside of our ego investment of wanting to be something or being a part of such thing, so many things, that we lose sight of the goal. And the objective goal is to get better. It is to improve, but it doesn't necessarily have to be in the field or exactly what you wanted to do. So maybe, you wanted to be a boxer, but you've reached your peak. Become a trainer, own a gym, do something of that nature. We've got to stop waiting for people to save us and these politicians and other people to look out for you, because at the end of the day, it's your personal responsibility to get better. It's your personal responsibility to say, hey, I'm not getting this done. I need to do X to do Y, to do Z, to get whatever results that I want to accomplish. And the last one is, my last tenet is free pay for play. Sometimes you've got to sacrifice financial resources to gain experience. Not all experience is going to pay. One thing that I did in college was, so I was the public affairs officer for our ROTC department. And one thing that I did is for us to get better highlights, I would go and I would write free articles for our college newspaper. But through those skills, I was able to surround myself with individuals who knew how to write copy. They knew how to write articles. They knew the world of newspaper writing better than I did. So I was able to gain valuable skills when it came to being the public affairs for ROTC, because I would go out into the community and I would reach out to other individuals for local newspapers, and I would be able to speak their speak. I was able to talk to them on their level with the small amount of experience that I had. So sometimes you have to bring the free value. It may be also an internship. A lot of people don't understand. Past generations, a lot of them had to find different innovative ways to get themselves jobs at younger ages. So it would be volunteering to do something small. It would be volunteering to, do the toughest task to get the opportunity. So we have to think innovatively about how we're going to plug ourselves in. And here's the other thing, is we are in the age of technology. There is no reason why we should be crying about somebody not giving us benefits because the help is not coming. Stop relying on the help and be the help. And then go out and proactively search for different opportunities. There are opportunities everywhere. But you might have to relocate. You might have to make some sacrifices. You might have to stop going to the bar or the club and save up some money here and there. You know what I'm saying? You might have to, for instance, for a little extra money, if I want to go out and do something or, pay for something, I go give plasma. It's not always the most opportune thing, but I'm bringing value to somebody else because they use plasma for medication. But at the same time, I'm just sitting there, and now these days we got Netflix. You can literally watch a whole series, a couple episodes or whatnot of your favorite show and be in and out, right? But you've got to sacrifice that time and be a proactive pragmatist. You have to go and impose your will. So, this is the Hungry Millennial saying what the Neon Deion Sanders brought to us, those gems. If you play good, they're going to pay good. So stay in the race. I appreciate you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. Hungry Millennial out. Thank you.